Warning, these figures do have lead in them, so I don't recommend buying them. Everything I will be talking about in this video is potentially toxic to you, and if it isn't, it still stinks really bad according to people that have actually bought these figures. So do not buy these figures, I cannot emphasize this enough. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and in this video I will be looking at some deranged FNAF Mexican bootlegs. Now, I won't be covering literally every bootleg ever, but I will cover the most interesting ones in my opinion. And we'll start out fairly normally, but the longer I go on with the video, the worse the bootlegs get. But without any further ado, let's just get right into the video. Now, starting off, we got a fairly normal set of FNAF 1 figures. Freddy here looks nice, but has a ribbon on his hat and buttons on his chest like Withered Freddy, but that doesn't really bother me as he still looks good. Bonnie looks good, I like his guitar. Chica looks like a Wojak, but I like how she has the cupcake. Foxy looks a bit odd, but still nice. Golden Freddy is just reusing Freddy's sculpts, but with a shiny golden paint job, which I like, but he still has the issues that Classic Freddy has. But that's it for this one, so let's move on to the next. And here we got a very nice looking FNAF security breach set that looks leagues better than the Funko one. They look basically perfect aside from Roxy's eyes looking a bit off and Chica's guitar being a bit too dark. I wouldn't mind owning these if these didn't have lead in them. But that's it for this one, so let's move on to the next. Now here we got a very nice looking cupcake. He looks basically spot on. I like how his mouth can open and that he has the golden tooth from FNAF AR. I don't have much else to say about him as he looks really good, so let's move on to the next one. Here we got a Five Nights at Candy set including Cindy, Old Candy, Chester, Blank, the Penguin, and the Rat. They all look really nice aside from Blank's and the Rat's teeth being too yellow, and Blank being a bit too yellow, and the paint being a little off. Aside from those minor complaints that I have, I like these. Now, that was it for these ones, so let's move on to the next ones. And here we got a set of bootleg figures of plushies. Freddy here looks like a mix of toy and classic Freddy. Bonnie, like Freddy, also looks like a mix of toy and classic Bonnie. He also looks really chill for some reason. Chica, the puppet, and Foxy look normal. These do look dirty for some reason. But I do like the idea of figures of the plushes, so yeah. I have nothing else to say about these, so let's move on to the next ones. Now, here we got a set of bootlegs based on the FNAF 1 set of figures minus Springtrap. Freddy and Bonnie look like they're silently judging me, Chica has an awkward smile, Foxy looks like he was hit in the face, and Golden Freddy looks confused and is a dark mustard color. These all have a light in the middle of their chest, which is an interesting decision. They also have very little articulation. If I would have at least thought of owning the other ones, I do not recommend these whatsoever. So that's it for these, so let's move on to the next one. Remember the site I talked about like 5 seconds ago? Well, it got a sequel. Here's the same set but with black lights and lefty instead. All the negatives from the original set apply here, but the light function makes more sense here, at least for the black lights. And the black light paint jobs here look better than the classics. But the main standout is lefty. He looks nice aside from his paint job being crooked on his face. So yeah, this set was actually an improvement over the original one. I have not much else to say about these, so let's move on to the next one. You know what the FNAF Mexican bootlegs are known for the most? The twisted ones, of course. Where have they been so far? Well, here you go. Here we got an insane twisted Funtime Freddy with a twisted bonbon to go along with him. He has a removable face and bonbon that you can replace his hand with. His endoskeleton looks like the Funko Mystery Mini endoskeleton. I love the detail here, and that bonbon is so detailed for how small he is. Funtime Freddy does have bird feet, but aside from that, he looks really good. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, so let's move on to the next one. Now, here we have a Twisted Nightmare. He looks insane, but also cool at the same time. The sculpt is very detailed, and I like the head. I'm not a big fan of the barbed wire bat. Now that it looks bad, it's just out of place here. And the toe and the fingernails are painted this weird looking purple, which I am not a big fan of. But aside from those minor complaints, I like this figure. And that's gonna be it for this figure, so let's move on to the next one. Here we got a set of twisted mediocre melodies. For simplicity, I'll call them twisted melodies. They look like they are melting, but now for the positives. I do like the endoskeleton sculpts. I think these will look better with a better paint job. But that's it for this one, so let's move on to the next. Second to last, we got a set of FNAF Skibidi Toilet figures. This set has a regular speaker head who I have nothing to say about as I know basically nothing about Skibidi Toilet. Aside from the speaker head, we got Freddy with red eyes for some reason, but a nice head sculpt, Bonnie with a dead stare but still a nice head sculpt, and Foxy who has arms attached to his toilet for whatever reason. Aside from the not so good paint, his head looks good. These were insane, but let's move on to the next ones, and maybe they will be even more insane. If you thought the last ones were bad shit insane, well, you have seen nothing yet. Here is another set of FNAF Skibidi toilets. First, we got a green ender that looks very off-model, we got a sad Monty, a Glamrock Freddy awkwardly smiling for a picture, and the fan design of Glamrock Bonnie who looks nice. If only he wasn't in a toilet. But that was it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. And what, you thought the video was over? Well, sit back down because I made a Discord server. I'll post occasional sneak peeks into my videos and maybe some exclusive stuff there too. You can also talk to a like-minded community there, so feel free to join. I'll leave the link in the description down below. But for real now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!